live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests. From the Office of the Sheriff for Jackson County, Sheriff Gary Schutte. From Jackson College, Assistant Athletic Director and Head Baseball Coach Rick Smith. From Northwest High School for his recent honor by the VFW Post in Grass Lake, Nick Gaffney. Meet the JTV staff with directors of First Impressions, Trish LaFear and Dana Vance. And for the 38th annual Kiwanis Chili Golf Charity Classic, Bob Johnson and Jake Johnson. And now, here's Bart.
Thank you very much, David Rice, and good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Great to have you here on this chilly January afternoon, 34 in Jackson, and this is going to feel like a heat wave by this time next week. Winter weather is approaching. For the rest of the afternoon, cloudy and breezy today. The snow showers should be out of the area, but our winds remain strong, up to 32 mile an hour gusts. Tonight, snow developing, chance of getting an inch of snow overnight with a low of 27. Then on Thursday, snow is likely, mainly in the very early morning hours, and then an inch is possible on Thursday. Also Thursday night, some snow showers, and then Friday into Saturday, we are expecting some weather. The National Weather Service is saying this afternoon there's a greater than 60% chance of receiving 6 or more inches of snow between Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon, along with wind gusts of 30 to 45 miles an hour, with the strongest gusts overnight on Friday. Heavy snow and strong winds and cold temperatures are essentially blizzard conditions, so it's a possibility here midweek. Still too early to tell exactly what our weather is going to be like, because there is a rain-snow line that right now kind of goes through Monroe County. Some areas of southeast lower Michigan could be seeing rain instead of snow. But by the time the weekend is wrapped up, everyone in the state of Michigan will be super cold. And Monday's high, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Monday's high, 11 degrees. So just be aware, the Weather Service says keep up with the forecast, consider making adjustments to any plans for Friday and for Saturday. So it should start sometime around 10 a.m. on Friday. It may mix with rain during the day on Friday, as our temperatures will be in the low to mid 30s. By Friday night, that's when the heaviest snow could be falling, with a low of 22 degrees. Saturday, snow and windy, snow again Sunday night, through Sunday night. And for those further to the west who experience lake effect snow, it's going to feel like it's snowing nonstop all weekend long. So there you go. By MLK Day, will be cloudy and cold. It looks like all next week, cold, below seasonal weather for our area. And there you have it, today's weather, brought to you by Kelly Express. And I think, Lucas, I couldn't believe it when at lunch today you said you don't like the cold.
I don't like the cold, but I like the snow.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to take one with the other. I know you like to hike and ski, so, and I think that we've got so many people in Michigan that are outdoorsy in the winter, so I know this winter weather is going to be appreciated by many. And there are so many people who depend on snow for their livelihood as well. So it's winter, it's Michigan. January specials at Kelly Express include the 1 bar, 2 for $7, Old Trapper 10-ounce jerky bags, $16.99. And the pizza special all this month, the specialty pizza, order of breadsticks, $24.99 at Kelly Express, Jefferson Road, South Street, Napoleon, Grass Lake, and County Farm Road. Check it out at Kelly Express. Let's look outside. We've got the sky cam on top of the Blake building, looking east today. Still evidence of snow that has been falling off and on. But just wait. The storm that we got overnight yesterday didn't produce a lot of snow because of the warm temperatures, but to the north and to the west, they did get quite a bit. Some parts of central lower Michigan getting 6 to 8 inches of snow. Consumers Energy was very busy. Consumers Energy crews and contractors were working and continue to work around the clock, restoring power to customers who lost power due to the system that went through the state. As of 11 a.m. today, Consumers Energy has restored power to nearly 30% of the roughly 65,000 homes and businesses that suffered outages caused by the winter weather. And Consumers is well aware of the forecast for later this week, and they will be mobilizing crews because mainly the strong winds that are forecast, along with the falling snow, could cause problems. Today, the 10th of January, almost a third of the month behind us. It is National Bittersweet Chocolate Day. Houseplant Appreciation Day. Do we still have the poinsettias?
I think I saw those laying around.
They're still laying around, aren't they? They just don't die. But we love them. It is Oysters Rockefeller Day and Peculiar People Day. That explains why Noah took the day off.
It does.
On this day in 1863, the London Underground opened. 1863. Can you imagine a subway in 1863? How'd they do it? It's known as the Tube, and it's the oldest underground subway in the world. In 1946, the first General Assembly of the United Nations was held, not in New York. They held it, well, where the Tube is, in London. In 2008, at the New Delhi Auto Expo in India, Tata Motors debuted the Nano, billed as the world's lowest priced car. Guess how much in US dollars in 2008 the Tata Nano cost, Lucas?
I'll say 2,000.
$1,300. $1,300 US. And it's a small car. It was 10 feet long by 5 feet wide. And they saved money because, well, you couldn't get, they had a trunk, but you couldn't open it from the outside. You had to get into the trunk through the back seat. True. Didn't have an external gas filler tube. You had to open the hood to get gas in the car. Instead of 2 windshield wipers, it had 1. They were looking at ways they could make this the cheapest car. The passenger seat was identical to the driver's seat, side view mirror only on the driver's side. The no airbags, no air conditioning, did have a radio, and 3 lug nuts per wheel instead of the 4. I think the Boeing people got an idea about saving money on bolts from Tata. And yeah, so there you go. Actually, it's still being, you can still buy one. The Sopranos, starring James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano, debuted on this day on HBO in 1999. Jerry Lee Lewis had the #1 hit with Great Balls of Fire in 1958. And in 1982, it was The Catch. The NFC Championship game, Candlestick Park, San Francisco 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys 28-27 on The Catch. An iconic moment in NFL history. Dwight Clark made this fingertip catch for a touchdown from Joe Montana. 58 seconds remaining. San Francisco went on to win the Super Bowl, and the catch is forever part of San Francisco sports lore. Now on to Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. And we have a big event this afternoon from 3 to 6 happening at the Martin Luther King Center in Jackson. Advanced Turning and Jackson College, along with Michigan Work Southeast, are offering this job fair to get people signed up for education and for a job. A really cool thing. So you don't have to have any experience, zero experience. You've never had to set foot on a shop floor. You can apply on the spot at the King Center this afternoon and hear about the on-the-job training they offer. They'll train you on the job and pay you. And then Jackson College, after 8 weeks, if you're successful, they'll give you a certificate in manufacturing and you'll have your job and hopefully a great career. Advanced Turning and Manufacturing, they have 3 locations in Jackson, also one in Westland. They've got all kinds of great opportunities. So if you're looking to get into something better, or maybe you're just looking for a job, I would recommend you show up this afternoon. Also today we have DJ Trivia at Suburban Lanes, and I suggest you plan to have dinner while you're playing DJ Trivia. I always recommend that because the trivia game lasts like an hour and a half and you're enjoying great food while you're playing trivia. And bring a team, bring a group of friends or your family and choose from the awesome menu that Suburban Lanes has. DJ Trivia at Suburban Lanes, 3801 Ann Arbor Road. Get there a little early. It starts right at 7:30. We've got a macrame wall hanging workshop today. April Vilmano of Skeins of Valor will be hosting a fun workshop where you get to create a trendy macrame wall hanging. Everything's included with your registration. It's $55 or $45 for members of the museum, and there's a cash bar, 5 p.m. today. There's a link to sign up on our website on Today in the J, also at ellisharp.org. And this is the final week for Gear Up, the Science of Bikes exhibit, the traveling exhibit at the Ella. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. Today, our show is being brought to you by Michigan Psychological Care. Their mission is to aid in the emotional and psychological development of people of all ages through individualized couples and group therapy. They guide and empower their clients to start living the life they've always wanted. It's never too late to make a change. Heal old wounds and make a new plan and understand yourself better. Maybe it's part of the new you for the new year. Contact one of their patient advocates today and you can make an appointment. Call 517-273-2033. You don't need a referral. All you do is call and they'll be there to help. Great people at Michigan Psychological Care. We've got great water in the County National Bank green room from Tri-County Water. Awesome water from the Watts family. They've been serving our community and southern and western lower Michigan for more than half a decade, thanks to Tri-County. Speaking of the green room, our first guest is hanging out in the green room, waiting to join us. He is the sheriff, Gary Schutte. Also on today's show, Rick Smith, Jackson College baseball coach and assistant athletic director. He's here to talk about the Sportsman's Banquet coming up in February. Nick Gaffney is being featured today. He's a teacher at Northwest High School, and he was honored by veterans organizations, very outstanding teacher for his service we'll hear about. Trish LaFear and Dana Vance, they share the job of our Director of First Impressions at JTV, and they are featured on Meet the JTV staff today. And Bob Johnson and Jake Johnson will be here from the Kiwanis Club. They've got their annual Chili Golf Charity Classic coming up later this month. All here today on JTV. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All of us here at JTV appreciate it. And we get started right after this.